Hello friends, I'm Colonel Failure and you're back with Fail Fast Software and Software Inc. It's not been the most successful period we've ever had as a business. In fact, I think it's probably fair to say that we've never had a successful period as a business. Every period we've had so far has been largely unsuccessful, and I'm putting that down to the staff that we have on the team. In fact, let's bring them on in here. Start of a fresh day. Here they all come. Look. Eager beavers, apparently all working on something there. Who actually knows? Anyway, we released Lingo Blend, and it was a massive flop. We released Lingo Blend Zwei, and that was a massive flop. So we're going to take some steps today to reverse the floppage that we have encountered thus far, and with a bit of luck, it'll help us turn a corner. So first things first, let's you like a team member. That's jolly good to see there. This is Long Jane Whitehouse, who hasn't really delivered anything in her design remit. Let's get the employee manager up here. Anyway, Long Jane, yeah, you've not really done a good. You're fired. Yes, yeah. You're fired. Get out. Yep, that's it. Go on. Sad face, out the door, take your stuff, don't come back. And then Sammy Perry, only just hired Sammy. However, I'm not feeling anything. You're fired as well. Come on, pack up your stuff. Sammy, do one. And those shoes are inappropriate workwear. I'm just saying. You should be aware of that. And then Lashana, who has recently been reporting that she doesn't like the boss. You're fired. Right, yeah, go on, get out. You ungrateful wretch. Leave my office and do not darken my door again. And then we're going to cancel all support for Lingo Blend Zwei. Nobody bought it, I ain't supporting it. It's as simple as that. Right, right, what have we got to... nothing, really. Okay, then. We're going to make a quick hiring, I think. And we'll do that shortly. Meanwhile, I'm gonna sit here pondering. Now that may have come across as a little bit harsh, but when it comes down to it, we weren't getting anything positive done. But we are going to immediately hire a new artist. 2D is absolutely fine. I want skill, I want personality, and then I want salary high. I'm fed up of hiring idiots. Fundamentally, I'm going to spend the money and we're going to get someone good. Right, compatibility. Looks like we're looking in the good section here. What do we got here? Artist, yep. Got a bit of lead going on in there as well. Can possibly dip a toe into programming should the need arise. It won't. Or designer artist. I mean, okay, we're only talking a smidge of designer, but hello. You've got game all over the show. Right, you are hired. Right, they're going to turn up tomorrow morning, and with a bit of luck, this will allow us to progress through to bigger and better things. I'm going to send myself home. We're not going to get anything else done today. Go on, just leave. That's it, and then we'll plod through to the morning. There we go. Right, now then, we shall now take on, in order to demonstrate our new prowess. Let's crack on with a website for starters, and we'll develop that thing. Let's see what sort of time frame we can do it in. We picked the contract up at about 8:05 in the morning. We'll have the code done in no time flat. Actually, the art's done as well. Right, promote it. Excellent. Right, let's get another one in. How long will that take? 2.5 hours to do a website. Peachy. Good. Yeah, get another one. In fact, get another couple. Let's get 3 websites on the go. We can bang these out in no time at all. That one, release it. Yep, develop, and yeah, we'll go for development in parallel. Now, I'm quite happy with you going to the sweetie machine there. If you're going to bang out your work that quickly, we're almost done on these two. This one's got a little bit more to do, but this is what's going to make the difference to our business. The two of us working away, and getting results. Although not if she is persistently going to the flipping snack machine. But it seems like everybody I hire persistently goes to the snack machine, so I should be used to that by now. Come on, get back to work. Come on, type faster. Draw better pictures. Come on, we desperately need to bang these out today. Come on, you're almost there. You're almost there. If we can get one out, she'll go faster on the others. There you go. That's done. Promote that one. This one's almost there. That one can be promoted as well. Don't go home. You are not permitted. She's gone home. Oh well, close. Oh, that one we got to ready to release. This one not quite. Okay, just a little bit over the top on my part there. Just a smidge. Oh, and this computer's now on fire. Right. Okay. Let's hire someone to come and fix that, shall we? What are we doing here? Manage staff. There you go. Call IT support. Come and fix that, will you, dude? Thank you. Get it done. Ideally by morning. There you go. Perfect job. Right. Okay. Get these finished. We need them out the door. And Courtney's called in sick. Cheers, Courtney. Yeah, you're the real superstar. Release that one. Well, we made a little bit of money from it. Not enough. Meanwhile, I'm having to do my best knocking out a website. It's not my core competence. That'll have to do. Promote it. Come on. Come on. Do enough button presses that I can release it. Yeah, whatever. There you go. Release it. And we lost £1,000. Oh well, never mind. Right, well, all we know from that was just a little overzealous there. Right, everyone's sitting there looking a bit bored. Now let's take on things we're actually good at. Game assets, we'll take that. Logistics app, I'll take that. I can also handle an embedded system. And just for luck, we'll take the second one as well, because I work like an absolute dynamo. But only if I actually push the button that means I'm developing them. See, pro skills. Makes a big difference if you actually tell it you want to develop the thing. When we get 70, good, promote. Yeah, promote. See, this is how we do it. There you go, you're gone. And so are you. And you must be about ready. Not quite. You are now. Promote that as well. Out the door. See, that's knocking out 3 in one day. That's what it takes to get ahead in this business. This art pack, that's going to be done on time, which is smashing. Right, let's get in some more work. Then let's have one of those, and then we'll have one of these and one of those. There we go. That should do the trick. Now then, where are we? You, this, develop that, develop this, develop that. That one. Released. Good. Okay, cool. We're all in. Promote. Release. How are we doing there? That's good to go. Promote. Release. And promote that one as well. And we've still got a month in hand in order to get that done. I think you get the general idea. Right, I'm now going to do a lot of this. It's March 1991. I'll be back when I've made quite a lot of money, because then we will be moving on to bigger and better things. This will happen for you relatively quickly, but I'm going to grind it now. Here we go. So there we go. I've taken on some more staff. As you can see, there are now 4 action heroes working in the office. It's September 1993, so we have worked quite hard here. But I do have now over $500,000 in the bank. And we've literally just been churning out contracts like you wouldn't believe. Well, you probably would believe, actually. But whether you believe it or not, contracts churning out is what we've been doing. And been delivering to a reasonably high level of satisfaction as well. Only rarely have we come up in any way short on any of the stuff we're developing. But I'll put it this way, it's not right riveting action. But you get it done, you build up some money, and then at the end of today, we're going to go shopping for a new office. Rather than working in this hollow shell of a cubicle, we're going to go find our own misery somewhere else, in our own building with our own responsibilities, and then maybe we'll be able to deliver something worthy of the name. Oh, we didn't quite finish the art project, and that's because I mistimed it. One of my artists was on vacation. You'll hear from the lack of criticism said artist is receiving that I'm not critical of any of my staff, because I've decided to pay them all top whack rather than cheapskate it. These are all properly good and worthwhile individuals who very much demand a high salary and do a good job as a result. Tell you what, we should probably develop these. That's the thing we should do. I did get some complaints from one of my staff members who were saying that they weren't getting as much social activity as they would like, to which I pointed out that's what out of office hours is for. Your social activity is not the... See, look at these two. Look at them. Just clowning around by the water cooler. We've got jobs to do, people, and they're both overdue, and we're not going to get either of them done on time because my artists are too busy larking about, and you're trashing my reputation. I don't arguing with them over their salaries anymore. I just pay it. They're doing a perfectly acceptable job. I can't believe how long this is taking them. Seriously, we're overdue on this. Stuff it. Let's just get it out the door. I want to go buy a new office. There you go. Dump it. Yeah, lost 5k on that one, and gained 3k back on the other one. Anyway, that'll do as far as that's concerned, because we're off. We're out of here. We're going shopping. Let's move the company to a brand new area of the city. Should we go to the city? No, we'll go to the city. It's going to cost us 50k. Worth it, probably worth it. And here we are. This is the new home of Failfast. Or well, I mean, I own the land, which is jolly. There's an awful lot of parking spaces nearby, which I suppose is quite helpful. But no, do I want the build mode tutorial? No, I don't. I've done it already. It's fine. It's very generous of you to invite me to have another go at it, but honestly, I'm good. Right, okay, we're going to need a reasonable amount of space here. I think 8 is more than enough for the time being, and we'll spend that much, and then we'll want just a little bit of room on the end here in order to turn that into the smallest room in the office. For those individuals who require facilities, we'll provide said facilities. Right, okay, now then, door, regular, please, thank you. Standard door, bang that in there, marvellous. And then we'll stick another one over here. Will we? No, let's stick it over there. Yeah, okay. And then because people like to be able to see the outside, I don't know why. Personally, I find that darkness is very much conducive with any kind of video computer system type behavior, but never mind. It's not for me to decide what people find desirable. Now then, let's bang one of those in there. See, offset windows. There's going to be some kind of feng shui kind of deal that explains why that's effective, but we're not going to go into that now. Right, bathroom. We're going to need a facility. 1 times facility in here. Thank you. If you'd stick yourself against the wall, and we'll also have a lamp so people can see what they're aiming at. I find that might make things quite helpful for them. Right, now, office. Now, when you move to your own office, I'm saying this as though I'm some kind of ruddy genius all of a sudden, but no, all I've done is I gave this a spin previously, so I had some kind of concept as to what was going on. When organising one's own office, it behooves one to actually start setting up some screens so that it doesn't get too noisy. And then we'll stick another one in there. Now, the noise that the individual staff members generate is not too significant, so we should be able to plumb these lads and lasses in without too much hassle. But we want to filter out the ambient as much as possible. I should just be pushing the button that allows me to hold shift, place multiple. See, that's what you want. Hold shift. That way you don't have to keep returning back to the vendor to acquire more. If you got this wrong, it looks very much as though you have got this wrong. No, that's right. That'll probably do the job. And if it won't, we'll adapt and we'll overcome. Anyway, right, there we go. Chairs up. Let's go. Yeah, chairs it. There we are. I hope you don't mind backing into one another. And if you do, well, tough. Oh, hold on. What we got here? 90s computer. Tasty. Modern ruddy technology for you folks. How do you fancy that? We do have an environmental alert there. If you wouldn't mind orienting yourself in a way that I find helpful, that'd be grand. Right, what have we got? Not enough ventilation. Yeah, details. That's fine. We'll put an aircon unit in the wall somewhere as soon as I remember where the aircon unit is, and then it's going to tell me it gets too cold in the winter, and therefore I shall buy them a radiator, and we shall move the radiator over onto the opposite wall. Move it over here. That's it. And hopefully the sound baffle here will do the job. If we look at the delivery of sound, currently it's all right. Now, when we stick in an air conditioning unit, which I shall now locate using my expert location skills, which apparently are failing me. No, hold on. What are you? You're an aircon unit. Good. Now, if we bang that over there... No, let's bang it over here next to the radiator. Of course, we have stuck that on the outside. No, that's where it's supposed to be. Right, so as you can see, that is quite noisy. In fact, quite noisy is something of an understatement. Let's try let's try moving it somewhere else. You there, come here. Get over here. How's that panned out? That's a little better. These two, bit quiet, a bit loud. This one, absolutely fine. And you're probably picking up the noise from the bathroom. So if I were to just grab that, yeah, we're moving it. If we just shift that ever so slightly, we might reduce the sound bleed there. It's still not ideal, but we should be okay now. Not enough heating. I'm going to need another radiator. But your office, yes, radiator. Stick it in over there, and then we need to buy. If I don't provide them some fashion of water cooler, then there will undoubtedly be some form of riot. I'll tell you what else. We'll have I got any more tables? No, I haven't. I'll even get my coffee machine. As long as it makes them work fast, I'll accept a coffee machine. We can turn off the sonar there. Bang out on there. That's it. Have a coffee machine, people. Enjoy it. Salivate over the delicious coffees that I have purchased for you. And then get back to work as quickly as humanly possible. Cooks will serve tray. No, I'm not hiring a cook. Not yet. What I will hire, however, is as many productivity devices as one can shake a stick at. Let's not just have... Nobody has one clock these days. They all have at least 6, showing various times around the world, including one that is guaranteed to be hilarious because it's some poxy little village in the middle of nowhere. And that's good. You know, people like that stuff. Keeps them motivated, and it's what passes for company culture. Right, let's bang a light in here. Good. Let's get them some kind of plant. For the greenery is very conducive to working harder. There you go. Work as hard as you possibly can. Now, the other thing that I'm going to do is I'm actually going to assign these desks to the correct task masters. We'll stick me in the worst seat imaginable because I'm the most tolerant. Everybody else very intolerant. What else? We need a couple of drawing tablets for my artists because apparently it will make them draw faster. Draw faster, artists. Don't make me pester you to scribble your etchings any faster. Right, and we'll put a bookcase in there because apparently that will help everybody learn new things very quickly. Might do. Who knows? Now then, am I missing anything obvious? A water cooler possibly would be valuable for those who don't hold with coffee. Can't say I blame them. Stick that in there. Stick it right in front of the aircon, and then the water stays doubly cool. That's a bonus for all concerned. And then some form of sofa, which will bang against the wall here. Now, this is an awful lot of expense I'm going to here for quite a small office. But these are all seasoned professionals, and when I expand out, I'll just add another cube on the side here, and we'll extend the office space accordingly. But for now, I've got a bit of wasted space, but I'm okay with that. Right, now then, what was I going to do? I was going to do something, and it was going to be great. Oh, I was going to assign the correct personages to the correct facility. Right, you assign furniture to employee Courtney Mackenzie. There you go, Courtney. Have your own personal desk. No more hot desking, not in this house. Tracy Gordon, you can have the other one. Isn't that Commissioner Gordon's daughter? No, her name wasn't Tracy. It was Batgirl. Right, this one, you can go to Bruno Pena. You can have the one in the corner there, which is obviously the one that everybody wants because there's no light in there in the slightest. And this one can be my desk. Good. Right. Everybody, get to work. I hope you can remember the way to the new office. Everybody, new office time. New office, everybody. Oh, look. Oh, they're all sitting there expectantly. Possibly also going, it's a bit dark in here, Chief. And to be honest with you, they'd be right. Now then, what do we got here? That just gives lighting. We got anything that does a bit of positive mood? We do. Where can I stick that? I'll stick that up there. There you go. Look at that. It's like home away from home. Or Zuckerberg would approve. And then we'll bang some ceiling lights in here because in the impersonal areas of the office we can get a little bit more impersonal. But there we go. All that's really missing is an Xbox 360 and a knackered old TV, and I've got myself a modern office. Right then, let's get these clowns doing some work, shall we? Clowns? What's this? A logistics application that also needs art? I don't think so. Just do one of those. All right, get to work. And then my art team. This one pays 24k. I like it. We'll take that on as well. This embedded system's going to take 3 months. Needs a little bit of art, but mostly code. We'll take that on too. While I was activated at high speed, we took on a 12-month coding project. Managed to squeeze it in with 2 months to spare, but it's why we ended up with a second programmer to get that one done on time, and that paid something ridiculous like 90 grand. Which obviously I didn't find ridiculous in the slightest. I found that to be a totally reasonable amount of money for an honest day's whatever it was I was working on. Right, that's that going. And now we're working on this extra embedded system. Look at that. Knocked that one out in a day. Good work there, team. 45 minutes to go. You may even be able to go home early. I'll get you some more art to do tomorrow. There you go. Whack it out. 22k. Peachy. Meanwhile, on the first month on that, we've done about half the code. So that's all quite promising as well. I mean, there is possibly a little bit of road noise going on here. But honestly, I don't think it's going to be off-putting to the team. I think the team are more robust than that, and they can handle a little bit of noise once in a while. Right, what do we got? We've got artists sat on their hands, just waiting for something fulfilling to get on with. See if we can fulfill them with some game assets. Do some game. How much code does this website need? Loads. Okay, right. Well, the coders are tied up at the moment, so you go get to work on these assets, and that'll all be good. Anyway, that's going to wrap it up for this time. I feel like we've turned a corner and made a bit of progress. Now, I can grind out cash now quite easily. Plus, apart from not having a designer, which I can resolve that by spending some money, and lacking a marketing expert, which again can be resolved through the application of cash, then we might get to work on Ted and his friend Badger. And hopefully that's where we'll pick things up next time. I've been waiting to play that game for a long time. My pre-order is in. I'm expecting some high-value DLC, maybe a cloth map and a T-shirt within the gatefold box. But you're going to have to wait and see how that turns out. I've been Colonel Failure. Thank you very much for watching. I need to call the cleaners. I'll catch you soon. Cheerio. Now then, while recording today's episode, I was informed in no uncertain terms that my my opening gambit of sacking absolutely everybody didn't feel funny so much as it felt incredibly harsh. And I said that sometimes one has to be harsh in order to find funny later on. Let me know in the comments if you felt it was harsh or whether you thought they all had it coming to them as they so very obviously did. If you disagree with me, you're quite obviously wrong. Anyway, I've done my usual, and I've left you a couple of videos that you can chew on should you feel the need to chew on something else. I mean, I'm sure you're able to make your own entertainment in one way or another, but I've curated some for you. I've picked some out of my own library of Glee, and I've just stuck them here